is the Ryan Reaves headshot to Darnell Nurse. And it came over, I believe earlier today, that Ryan Reaves is suspended for 5 games. Your guys' thoughts on this one?
So I think initially it looks really bad. Obviously doesn't help that it's Revo. I can look at this through a lens of I know what it's like when Tom Wilson has a hit that people don't like. You automatically are under more scrutiny just because of the guy that you are and the name on the back of your sweater. Um, a lot to unpack here. One thing that I think is really interesting and that I saw somebody say on Twitter is that Reeves actually like attempts to sweep the puck away before he hits him, which is true. If you look at it, he does go for the puck. I don't think it's fair to say Revo was like headhunting on this play because he's not coming in there like I do kind of agree with what Biz said about it. Like he's not coming in there trying to like blow this guy's head off. Like he knows better than that. And you can see him swing his stick for the puck. However, Nurse had his head down. Reeves was, I mean, at the very least, it's probably charging. He didn't really slow up. He came flying in there. Um, it definitely should have been a game, in my opinion. Like gets tossed from the game, in my opinion. And I mean, the 5 games, like I said, I think it's more about his history. I think if this was like a first time offense, maybe it's 2 or 3 games or something like that. I'm actually surprised with his history, it wasn't more. I could see Tom Wilson getting like 10 for this hit or something like that. But is what it is. I don't think it's that surprising. I also don't have a huge issue with it being 5. So that's kind of my take, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. I'm fine with 5, but I totally agree with you in the fact that like when this happened, I was like, okay, this is going to be big. This is going to be like 7, 8, 9, probably going up to 10. I totally agree with you that if it's Tom Wilson, it's probably starting at 10 and then just going up from there. But I think you make a great point about trying to sweep the puck. And, I don't think anyone in this league, unless their wires completely cross, go out and start headhunting like this. But I do think these 5 games, in addition to, like you said, the type of player that we're talking about here and what this player is known for, this is also exactly the kind of hit that the NHL is trying to take out of their game. So I think by them dropping the hammer with 5, that's a good step in the right direction. I mean, it's unfortunate. I feel so bad for Darnell Nurse because we all know that this guy struggled and got heavily criticized in the postseason last year, and I thought he's looked great to start this year and has been playing really, really well for the Oilers. I hope he's okay. I know we're kind of in like a week to week phase, I think they said today with him right now, but this is shoulder to head. This is shoulder to mouth. This is shoulder to face. This is I hate to say it. I know it's not intentionally, the same, but it reminds me of Scott Stevens on Eric Lindros or Scott Stevens on Paul Correa because that's the kind of, blind side to the head hit it was. And, you know, it just sucks. I feel so bad for Nurse in this situation. Hopefully he's back soon.
Yeah, so full speed, the first time I saw this, I was like, oh, 10, like easy, big time 10. And then the Department of Player Safety kind of sent out their breakdown video and it kind of slows it up a little bit. Um, then you do see he sweeps for the puck. Mac, I agree. I saw that today, so I'm glad you mentioned that. I don't like it's one of those weird things. I don't think he meant to hit him in the head. I don't even know if he really meant to like hit him from the start. I think once he missed the swing with the stick, it was kind of like, oh shit, well, I gotta do something or I'm gonna go flying. And he just kind of like extended his shoulder or whatever. Doesn't make it right at all, but I don't think the intent was to, have Nurse have blood dripping from his forehead and get him kicked out of the game. But yeah, I am a little surprised it's not more than 5. I don't know which one of you said that earlier. I was thinking maybe 7, 8 in that range, but uh, I don't know. I think the internet seems pretty content with 5.
I will give the NHL officiating and DOPS here some credit. I think going from the Jeannot hit at 3 to this at 5, I do agree with that progression. This to me
Yeah.
is much worse. And just because we've been asking for it for 20 years. I do appreciate the consistency and the calls there, but um, yeah, I agree. I think this could have probably been more.
Well said. I think that's a great point to add with the Janot comparison. But uh, other than that, this game was phenomenal.